Know what it is? DL47 all day, revisiting as much rugby league information as possible. Let's get it popping, keep going, for real. Right now, up to the 1939 wooden spoon in Australian Rugby League. Need to watch this video all the way to the end so you don't miss out any important rugby league information. And this time it was Newtown who got it. The Newtown Jets, or the Newtown Blue Bags as they were also called, picked it up in 1939. And the statistics are usual, what you'd expect from the wooden spooners. But the way in which this particular wooden spoon unfolded, absolutely peculiar and bewildering and strange. So you need to watch the whole video so you don't miss anything. So, first of all, in 1939, Newtown ended up playing 14 games, winning 2 and losing 12, ending up with 4 competition points. Their attack, they scored 124 points and in defence conceded 297, for and against negative, minus 173 points. And the top try scorer, a player called A. Hodgins, and he only got 5 tries for the season. And the top point scorer, Alan Ellis, and he got no tries for 21 goals for 42 points. So, very ordinary statistics, and they only won 2 games out of 14. That's what you would expect from the team who got the wooden spoon. But the way it unfolded, definitely not. So, first of all, Newtown actually lost the first 11 games, believe that or not. They lost 11 consecutive games to open 1939. So you'd think that that would guarantee them the spoon, but somehow they nearly avoided it. Nearly avoided it. They only just got it. So going into round 12 with 3 games of the season left, Newtown obviously with 0 competition points at that point. But Norths and Wests, they were second and third last, and they had 6 competition points. They both had 2 wins and 2 draws at that point. So what that meant was if Newtown won their last 3 games, they could also get the 6 competition points. And if North and West lost their games, then maybe Newtown could avoid the wooden spoon on for and against. And Newtown were lucky enough that they just happened to be playing both Norths and Wests. And in 1939, round 12, they did what they needed to do and beat Norths 13-11, finally got their first win of the year. Then in round 13, 1939, Newtown beat Wests 14-13. So they beat the 2 teams just above them to put them on 4 points going into the last round, round 14. So if they could win their game in round 14 and North and West lost, maybe Newtown could avoid the spoon. Luckily for Newtown, West lost their game to Canterbury 32 points to 5 in 1939 round 14. And then Norths were humiliated by South Sydney going down 53-0. So that meant that all Newtown had to do was win their game last round 1939 to maybe avoid the wooden spoon on for and against. But unfortunately, they couldn't get the job done and they lost to Eastern Suburbs 24 points to 14. And only then, after the last game of the season, were they then handed the wooden spoon. They were then left with the wooden spoon. But absolutely ridiculous that they nearly avoided the wooden spoon after losing the first 11 games to begin with. The only other wooden spoon I've seen that was like similar, I remember the 2005 wooden spoon. Newcastle Knights ended up getting it. They lost the first 13 games and had 2 byes after 15 rounds in the 2005 season. And Andrew Johns came back into the team and they hit form late in the year and won a lot of games at the end of the year. And it actually took until the last round of 2005 when they lost to Dragons 36-28 at Cogra, Oka Jubilee Oval, whatever it was called at the time. It took until their last game in 2005 until they were officially left with the spoon. Just like it did with Newtown. They lost the first 11 games in 1939, somehow only just got the spoon. Absolutely incredible. So there you go, another wooden spoon popped off all day on the grind for real handling that business. Tune in tomorrow for the 1940 wooden spoon. Your boy all day trying to do all the wooden spoons all the way up to West Tigers in 2023. All the wooden spoons. Thank you for watching, DL47.